Did you really think the universe would let you keep running on autopilot? Did you think you could make impulsive decisions, promise changes, move without direction, and that no one or nothing would hold you accountable? Saturn has arrived, and it didn't come to warn. It came to lock things down. On May 25th, Saturn enters Aries, and this marks the beginning of a cycle that will last 2.5 years. But it doesn't start on a calendar. It already started in your chest. You've already felt it, even without knowing the name, even without understanding astrology. That tension in your neck before making a move, that weight in your stomach after a decision, that bottled up anger with nowhere to go, and that constant feeling of being late. Even though nothing's changed on the outside, that's your body sensing Saturn's entry, and it's here to show you through pain and limits. Saturn doesn't want your rush, it wants your posture. If this is already hitting you, drop a 271 in the comments. That number anchors your presence and signals, I'm ready to change my posture. You think about taking action and feel a strange chill down your spine, a hesitation that's not emotional, it's physical. Your body won't follow the command. You want to say yes, you want to accept, you want to try, but something pulls back, blocks the move, holds your arm, chokes your voice. Before the decision is made, your body has already made one, and it decided not to move. You feel it as tension in your solar plexus, as if something inside is watching you, whispering, no, not yet, not like this. That's Saturn, not the planet, not the god, but the archetype manifesting in your flesh. It's showing you that action now only works if it comes with structure, with consequences, with time. There's no point in pushing through. The universe has shut off autopilot. Hit like and subscribe. It helps this message reach more people who are also feeling stuck inside, and shows you're serious about change. You feel the urgency. It pulses in your chest, in your racing thoughts, in the need to do something, anything. But when you try to act, you freeze. Your legs won't cooperate. Your voice doesn't come out right. Your mind goes blank mid-action. It's like everything inside you is yelling, go, and everything outside holds tight and says, not yet. You start blaming yourself, thinking you've lost your drive, that your energy's gone, that maybe this just isn't for you. But that's not it. It's that Saturn has arrived, and Aries is the sign of impulse. Now, every unthought action will cause friction. Every attempt to rush without a base will hit a wall. Every rush becomes a break. You're in a cycle where your way of acting needs restructuring, and it starts like this, with a body that won't budge, with ideas that won't take shape, with time that won't cooperate. It's not the world against you. It's your mode of action that needs to change. And that change doesn't start in the mind. It starts in the muscles. You moved too fast, charged ahead without checking the ground, acted on impulse, thinking fast meant effective. And now you're paying the price. The decisions you made on autopilot, they're coming back, and not as memories, they're coming back as debts. The half-baked project, the avoided conversation, the promise you didn't keep. Each of those past mistakes becomes a specific weight in your body, a sharp pain in your lower back, a lingering tension in your neck, a weird tingling in your left leg every time you try to start something new. That's muscle memory, but it's also Saturn. It doesn't forget. It returns to correct. It demands you face what you once ignored, and now there's no more room to sweep things under the rug, because even your gut is tight. because your body is screaming, you need to stop and do it right this time. It's time to face what you bulldozed over. No running, no excuses. The improvisation window has closed. Remember that decision that seemed brilliant, urgent, unmissable? The one you made without thinking, because it just felt like now or never? It's back, but not as a blessing. It's back as a consequence. You feel it as a sudden freeze in the middle of your routine, a headache when you open that one email, a wave of nausea just thinking about that unresolved conversation, a discomfort with no clear cause, but a very specific source. Every impulsive move creates an energetic debt, and Saturn in Aries is here to collect every cent. The bills arrived, and now, pretending to forget won't cut it. Your body remembers. Your body reacts. Your body demands. What was done on impulse now demands structure. What was ignored now demands repair. If you don't own your actions, they'll eat you alive from the inside out, like a fever that never breaks, like a pain that no test can find. Saturn doesn't punish, it reveals. And what it's revealing now is this: acting without a foundation is digging your own trap. You wake up feeling ready. Your mind is lit up. Your heart wants action. Your body wants to move. But when you try, nothing flows. The ideas are there, the drive is alive, but the momentum is missing. It's like there's a dam inside you, a force that built up too much and now can't break through. You feel it as restlessness, as impatience, as rage, but at its core, it's blocked energy, and it's not small. It's massive. It's Aries energy, raw, alive, eager to act. But under Saturn's rule, it needs direction. Without direction, it turns into pressure. Without form, it becomes frustration. Without limits, it morphs into self-sabotage. Yes, you've got energy, but it's trapped in old patterns, trapped in the fear of failure, in the rush to succeed, in the urgency to prove results. The flow hasn't returned because you're still acting with the same body as before. But now, Saturn demands a new architecture, and you'll have to rebuild, muscle by muscle, step by step. You feel the need to change, to do something, to take a step, make a decision, break the stagnation. But you look around, and everything feels blocked. You try to think of alternatives, and none fit. You try to open new paths, and they all seem locked. Your body hums, like something's about to happen, but nothing does. The air feels heavy. Time moves slower. That's Aries' urgency. With Saturn's blockade, you're stuck between fire and a wall, and there's no way to run. That tension shows up in your body. Random palpitations, silent panic, anxiety tightening your joints, clenched jaw tension, a weight that isn't physical, but fills your entire body. This urgency is real, but it's not here to launch you into action. It's here to force you to review your starting point. Before you can move forward, you need to restructure, or you'll keep slamming into invisible walls, feeling rushed with no exit in sight. The pressure's on. Why haven't you done it yet? Didn't you say you were changing? Where's your courage? But the worst pressure doesn't come from them. It comes from you. You start judging yourself, calling yourself weak, a coward, inconsistent, but no one sees what's happening inside. How much effort it takes just to move, to get out of bed, to answer a message, to make a simple decision. Your body feels like it's at war, and it is. Saturn demands posture, but not the aesthetic kind, not the one that looks like you've got it together. It demands presence. Presence in the gesture, in the decision, in the consequence. And if your body doesn't yet have the base to hold that presence, it won't move. You're not stuck because you're weak. You're stuck because your system knows that acting unprepared right now is dangerous. Healing isn't about forcing yourself, it's about rebuilding from within. So that posture becomes a result, not a performance. You try to stay calm, but something inside you growls, a heat rising from your stomach, a tension clenching your fists, an urge to break everything, disappear, give up. But it doesn't explode, it just sits there, trapped, building up, suffocating. You don't scream, you don't cry, you swallow it. And that unexpressed anger starts turning inward. You get mad at your own mistakes, at your slowness, at your body, at your inability to respond. This breeds pain, inflammation, sleep disorders, feelings of self-abandonment. Saturn in Aries triggers that old rage from what you couldn't do, from what held you back, from not being seen. But now, it wants something else that you learn to hold without suppressing, to feel without destroying, to act without harming yourself. Anger can be your ally, or it can be your downfall. It all depends on how you choose to carry that fire burning inside you. You've been ready before. You've been decided. You've felt the moment was right. But now, everything freezes. Before you even act, you already see yourself failing. Before you try, you already feel the criticism. Before you move, your body locks up. You feel it as physical blockage, a throat that won't open, legs that won't move, a chest that holds its breath. The fear of failure has become an internal prison, and you mistake that fear for caution. But really, it's trauma. Trauma from being punished for acting, from being judged for trying, from being mocked for not getting it right on the first try. Saturn is reactivating that now because it wants you to rebuild your relationship with failure, with action, with movement. You won't be able to act the way you used to. You won't be able to hide the way you used to. Silence is starting to suffocate you. Paralysis is starting to hurt. And there's only one way out. Face the fear. Acknowledge the freeze. Take the first step, even shaking, because Saturn only respects what's done with awareness, and fear only fades after action. You've tried 1,000 times to start from the easiest point, the fastest route, the spot no one would see. But now everything you avoided has returned, and it's staring you down. That conversation, that decision, that part of your body that always flares up when you're ignoring something important. Saturn in Aries takes you back to the beginning, but not the romanticized beginning, the real one, raw, uncomfortable. You'll have to rebuild your foundation, the way you act, the way you move, the way you hold your decisions. And it starts where you never wanted to go, your impatience, your impulsiveness, your struggle to wait, to hold, to build over time. That's where healing begins, in what irritates you most, in what you most wanted to skip. Now there's no more running. It's rebuild or relive the collapse. You don't need to understand astrology. You don't need to believe in anything. But if you've felt the heaviness, the freeze, the urgency, the pressure, you already know. Saturn is here. And it didn't come to negotiate. It came to restructure. It will shut down anything on autopilot. It will demand presence in every action. It will show you that moving without foundation is sprinting into the abyss. This transit isn't here to punish you. It's here to save you from yourself. So you stop destroying yourself with urgency, with improvisation, with fear. Saturn in Aries is the fusion of impulse and responsibility. It's the start of a new kind of action. Heavier, more honest, more yours. Comment 271 if this is already resonating in your body. That number anchors your awareness. It seals your presence. And if you can, write a word, a symptom, a gesture that froze today, because commenting isn't just interacting, it's declaring, I'm here, I'm ready, I'm not running anymore. The cycle has begun, and now it's on you.